Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me as we are going to continue the fun game that I'm having where I'm just doing what I want to do without goals, without other stuff, and we are going to continue our town. Now this part is slowly taking shape. I like that. We are working on the real farm that we wanted to have because this one was basically the bogey farm. I did not really want it, but hey, I had to make a farm to start planting the fields and then we could plan the rest around it. So that's what we're busy now. And then this should be the marketplace. And I think I want to do some more decorations here. But one thing I want to do then is build some sort of a fence. And then we fill in the fence with all these bushes and stuff. So that you don't really see the fence anymore. I wonder if I can place it right here. No, I have to slightly continue this fence a bit. Ah, but that won't look good. Alright, we'll remove this fence and then we'll do a new one. Straight on the back here. There we go. And then I make it slightly longer so I can now go this way. Yes, this is good. Is this kind okay? No. Should be. This one should also be a tiny bit longer, I think. It's always the hard part. You don't really get lines and stuff that will tell you which way you are going. Alright, that should be it. Messenger from Balaklia. Now that can be interesting. We can get stones there. I think I'm gonna get some stones there. We're not gonna sell anything there. But I want those stones in, so we don't have to get them ourselves quick. We can just go on. Shoemaker's making shoes. Then we really have to start working on the clothing. Otherwise people will start to run out of clothing and they'll leave. But my whole idea was, if we start building a couple of fences and put bushes on them, although I think that's already still not possible on this side. No. Alright, I'm still not doing this right. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Alright, let's go do this one more time, but then we'll make it a bit longer. Can I actually place... Oh, I can't place it on the fence. Anyways... Okay, well then we'll just fence it off. Real tight. Let me take a look at how long this has to be. Our builders are busy with the farm anyway, so that's not really an issue. So we'll fence it off like that. And then we'll start making a row of bushes at the entrance. So that this will be the entrance to the market area from this side. And I think I like it with all the bushes here. This should give it some nice coloring. And then I guess we should also put a few trees in there. In the middle. Alright, so this is the first entrance. And then in the end we're gonna do more entrances, but maybe also make like a little plus shape in here where we also do a lot of decos and stuff so that there's different ways they can get in everywhere and do their things. But at least this is a start. Alright, the farm is ready. Now I love that. So what we're going to do now is switch these all over to this farm. Then we can destroy the old farm because we're not needing it anymore, and we can start to fill this one up, set it up for next year. So that we can have some nice crops growing there. So yeah, this one needs to be destroyed. We can take it apart. I also want hay barracks up now, so that we can start to accumulate hay already. They should all be done fairly quickly, so that's not an issue. We're also going to run speed 3 for a bit, because I feel like we really can. We now have a manager. Now we don't need to focus on other types of food for a little while. But we have to think about what we're going to do. We're going to do hemp anyway. So let's do 3 times hemp. And hemp can really go together with something like potatoes, maybe. 69 and 30. Could also go with sunflowers, but I'm going to combine it with potatoes. Potatoes, and these should be the fallow fields. Alright, that's the first setup. That should give us quite a bit of hemp. then we can also get some buckwheat and potatoes. And potatoes and buckwheat, yes. But I still want more hemp. But this one, then we're gonna combine hemp and sunflowers, I guess. And here 2 hemp and sunflowers. This should be fallow. At least we'll produce one of these each year. It's just that we don't produce everything all the time. Maybe we should add a 9th field to this so that you get everything constant. That could be something. We just have to expand the farm a bit, but that could be something actually. We just add 1 more field here. Like this. Oh, this can be good. Then we do the sunflowers here and the hemp here, and that works. Let's activate that one too. I think we have to move over the fencing and stuff then for a bit. So get rid of this and put it all the way here. But I don't mind about that. We can do that. That's not too hard. This fencing, I believe. Yes. Too long. Oh, that's okay. We can do it in pieces. Okay. Let's get rid of this one. We might have to redo some of the fencing then, but that's fine. Or the hay barracks might want to be redone at some point, because now some of them, yeah, I can't place another one next to it. And I still want them all here, of course. So 1, 2, 3. No, make empty is the reason. Make empty. Really make empty. Really make empty. Really make empty. This one is already empty, so that one can go. Really make empty. Really make empty. Alright, hopefully they'll empty them soon, then we can get rid of them. We don't have a lot of people available. I guess it's time to build some extra housing soon. Here we have a well done for these people. That'll be helpful too. Step by step we'll get there. It just takes time. Now I got some questions about why Ooh, this is good by the way. Let's buy some warm clothing. We have nothing to sell to them, but that's okay. Why did I not make garden houses here? Well, that's pretty easy. Because the entrance is on this side. So if you want to do a garden house, you have to cut it off here, because the garden house only has 1 entrance and I want the entrance on this side. So you have to build a fence here. That removes the whole opening with the water that I wanted to keep. So yes, then you have, of course, some produce that they have, but you have to fence this off. Now later on I will place benches here and decorate this up. And I think that looks really good. And if you do garden house here, then you can't make that. So that's the reason why I did not do that. Of course, you can have different ideas about that. That's totally fine. But that's why I did it that way. I did it that way. Yeah, so there we go. Ooh, the last house of this nice area. Very cool. Still kind of hoping that some labor will come at some point. But it appears we are really short. Maybe if we get a few ladies out of here, because we don't need them right now, that might help us to get some jobs done. But it could well be, yeah, I was thinking about that. They need to do some charcoaling. And with only 1 lady available, that's taking a lot of time. I guess when we have more available, that should go faster. And that should help out, because hopefully once this is done, we will be able to get more people into these hay barracks too. And, oh yeah, they're already taking stuff out. Great. If they put that in the hay barracks, we're good. We're already stocking up on some hay. We can get those ladies back into the farm as soon as we need to. Yep, this one is empty. Let's destroy it. Oh, we'll come back soon. And, oh, we have the warehouse here. And this warehouse needs to be filled up with clothing and stuff, because that is what we're gonna sell here. So clothing. Warm clothing, shoes. We'll stock up 2,500 each. That's probably not going to reach the limits, but it's fine. And then I also want to get some firewood here so that it's closer to where everything needs to be, basically. So yeah, apply to all. We'll only hire ladies, and laborers can also bring all the goodies in. Now, it might take a while before we actually see some firewood coming in here. And since we don't have too many free people, that's okay. Yeah, charcoal pit is done. Village house is ready. These are now all emptied out. That's great. So let's get rid of these. And then I guess we can put some extra ladies in here again, just to have them in there before we actually get to the farms, because I don't want to accidentally run out. Here, should the last bit go? Yes, let's delete it. And now we can make some new ones. I think we're still going to go with 6. Could get that up to 9 as well if we really have to. But I think for now, especially since we're not having a source that uses the wood, the hay yet, we can do with 6. That's fine. Alright, hay dryer is up. This is up. Here comes another house. Where is it? Ah, right there. One of the big ones. Oh, good. If we can get that done in time, they will have produced some extra food for us. Great. Here's a nice new family. A young family. That's good because they won't get married quickly and stuff. So all the free houses can still go to the new people. That's what I like. And yeah, the cart sheds are fine. They can do preemptive repairs. Yes, they have everything they need. Do we still have iron? Yes. Oh, we're good. We're good. Are we already trying to sell some clothing? Yes. Very good. Oh, well. This is going well. And here we get the weaver and the tailor. We can move up this weaver and tailor because we're not going to need these anytime short. And I think it's already time to start planning some extra housing, because with this, we're getting there already. Now, if we look on the map, I think on the bottom here, that's this area, I think we should just make like normal houses there, so the village houses. And then the row houses, I think I want to do in a different area, maybe right here next to the river or something like that. So keeping my options open for now. But I'm not sure. I don't think I want to build like row houses in a big city in this area. I don't think that's what I like to do. But we'll have to figure something out. I think we can start planning now. Question is, do we want to keep planning normal village houses or do we want something else? I think I'm going to plan a little neighborhood with normal houses. Without a garden, that is. So we'll build 2 here. That was the wrong button. And then 2 on this side as well. So we keep the wide street, basically. What's this? Terkachi, good. Let's sell some charcoal. That means that we can soon buy some extra stuff if we have to. Let's buy 500 iron. Nothing else we need, but maybe some extra leather too. This is still, if the iron and the leather combined is still not enough to compensate for the charcoal that we're selling. So we actually make good money on that. Alright. I think we should go somewhat like this. So that we get all these different shapes in our town. So this looks different than this neighborhood. It looks different than that neighborhood. I think I like that. So we're just going to go and try to make this all work. I guess that's fun. Come on, hit the right buttons. Okay, there we are. We can hide the well in here. The wells, I have to say. Ooh, now we got a pretty long building queue. Okay, then the tailor is constructed. The warehouses I like. The chapel I want. The warehouse I want. The cart parking. But the tailor, the weaver, And the shoemaker can go to the end. That's fine. Ooh, we should see our farm get to work now. It's March. Sowing season is starting. Let's see. Let's up the wages so that as many people as possible will try to help out on the farm. We can actually see 2 men also helping out. Now that is interesting. Yeah, we have the maximum amount of men already, so that's nice that we have so many that we can do that. All right, there's the shoemaker. Here we have the clothing maker. I will just put 1 in for now. And the weaver. Problem is, though, of course, that we don't have resources for this yet. So why start with this? That's better to not do that, I guess. Yeah, we'll do 500 each. That's fine. Okay, well, these are now at least ready. So as soon as we get some resources that we can use there, we can start to work with it. That's good. Ooh, we're almost out of charcoal again. That goes really fast, but I guess that's also has to do with us trading a lot of charcoal with Dakachi, probably. Yep, that goes another 1,000, so we'll have to get more. So we'll soon have to refill the charcoal pits. There's a little chapel coming soon. Well, we're not there with 73 people yet. If we get up to 100, of course, we need the chapel to keep growing. But right now, we're not at that point, so we can take a bit our time. But it's nice to have it ready, I guess. We already have 2,300 hay. These are very busy. 2 fields are done. The 3rd one is almost done. I guess this lady will make it complete. As soon as she gets out, we'll see. Alright, so we got 3 fields done in March already. The 4th, the 5th, 6th, so we have 6 fields. So the first 4 can be hopefully done already somewhere just in March. That will be helpful. But I guess as soon as the charcoal pits are empty, they will also need people to work, yeah. And the lady is also doing that already, so have to keep our eyes open for it. We need to fill the charcoal, otherwise all the metal production, but also the trading post will grind to a halt because we don't have enough charcoal anymore then. So we'll have to keep our eyes on it. We can see that this house has been occupied by a nice family. They have had time to sow in. No, it's not sowing time yet. Yeah, it is now. So they can now start to sow. This family, if a new family comes in, can also sow their garden. So that should get us a very good amount of food from all the garden houses. Since most of our houses are garden houses, we right now only have 5 people that don't have a garden house. And of course we have the peas and the dried fruit. I think I'm going to put the garlic numbers down to like 500 and the marrow too, so that they keep it in their houses, because this is just spoiling and we are paying for it. And that might not be the best option, actually. Ah, we get warehouses here. Let's stock this up with the resources that we need. So hemp. We also need to get some flax in here at some point. But we also need things like leather and later on sheepskin to make all the clothing stuff. I think this is all that we need for purely for the clothing. So I'm going to set this up to 2,500 each. But now I'm not 100% sure anymore if this is actually all that we need. But we'll find out. We have a place for all the end products, which is right here. So don't have a purpose for this yet. But we'll find out something at some point. I guess what I'm going to do now is do apply to all and apply to all. So that all goes for all the different storages that we have. Ooh, this is also a nice family. Yarovit will probably try to get married soon as there's a house available and if there's a lady available. But this is nice. Good amount of new workers that can really help our town. It's not mowing season yet, but hey, that comes soon. We have our chapel up. 77 people now. It's May. We have the chapel up. This is good. And yeah, just another warehouse. Ah, next to the thatchery. So this can be included in the thatchery. And then we can just store a lot of thatch in here so that we have plenty all the time. I think I'm just going to do 10,000 then, so that we never ever run out of thatch. Only ladies, of course. And laborers can fill it up. Okay, that will be interesting. Another messenger from Derkarchi. Ooh, this is a game where we get a lot of messages from Derkarchi. I like that. Charcoal pits are burning again. So we don't really have new charcoal yet. But hey, we're not out yet, so that's fine. Not enough charcoal. Well, that should soon change, so that's no problem. Yeah, this is nice. And then here. As soon as the harvest starts, we can put a lady in the tailor. Or in the weaver, and then later on in the tailor. So that will be good. What I think I need to do now, though, is... oops. Let's increase the radius a bit. Let's tell them to cut these trees so we can actually see what we do here. It's a lot of trees, I know, but we'll get to it. Oops, wrong button there. And they're not going to cut them all straight because they're fully stocked already. But then these will be the trees they focus on. That can help us to plan out all the fencing and things like that. So that should be good. And yeah, we're going to now get a lot of new houses in. Have to be careful with the jobs though, because we might need to increase our jobs as well. Now this, we have the town hall here. Question is, where should the builder's office go at some point? Maybe the construction office can go in our market area. I don't like it there. It's not a market area building kind. We need to get it somewhere else. We can build it right here. Because with the construction office, we can employ a bunch of extra men. We'll put it somewhere out here. And with those extra men, we should actually be able to build even faster. All right, we have a trader here. What's he bringing? He's probably just getting charcoal out. Yeah, we're still getting charcoal out. Okay. Well, that's fine. No complaints from me. Here, all the work is done, so I'm going to get one guy out because it's a bit of a waste to have that worker in there. Here's another one for charcoal, I guess. Yep, so we're still making money on it. I like it. We'll just have to restock, but that should be not too hard. Plenty of charcoal in here as well. I think we should also start making some horseshoes now that we have the time for it. And, now I get an idea. Because we need to expand this building for a bit. So let's get rid of this fence and this fence and this fence. Because we need to start stocking up on the goods that we get from the smithy. So let's do that right here. That also allows us to build an extra charcoal pile across from it. Somewhat like this. And then we can now complete the fencing around it. Or at least continue with the fencing around it a bit. Yep. No, I don't want it to attach to the building. Or it can, but then it should attach right there. Alright, there we go. So now we have the fence around it. We'll get a warehouse in here. Let's move that up, because if we can stock up on this, they can keep producing. Right now, they weren't producing anything because everything was filled up to the numbers that we need, and we're not storing it. And I want more production. As soon as we get to like wooden bridges and stuff like that, things go so fast. So in the end, we need it. It's June, and I guess the ladies that we might have available, yeah, they're busy with the mowing. All right. Now we should also see ladies from the farm that don't have a job at that point go do some mowing. So that is very good. So you'll see ladies coming out of the farm, and they'll start to do some mowing. Or at least they used to do that. She is a laborer. These are laborers. I have seen that a couple of times. Where somebody from the farm came out and starting to do a bit of mowing. But now these are doing it, so that's good. Lots of mowing are done. But I think we need to focus the charcoal pits a bit too. Apply to all. Let's give that an increased payment. And, ooh, 2 houses are done already. Ooh, wow, great family came into that one. Let's see what a family comes into this one. I bet that's a nice family too. Yep. 2 people and a kid. Lovely. Ah, this is not too bad. Let's start working a bit on the marketplace here. Then this can be a little bit longer fence because they don't need to enter from that side. And here we can also just do a bit longer fence like this. And start to set up some of the bushes. Now I like all the entrances to be the same, so we'll put the same bushes in. And we'll do a lot of bushes, of course. Alright, there we are. And some trees, but different trees. Especially since this is already looking a bit more cramped as well. So just a row of 4 trees there. Perfect. Messenger from Balaklia. No pigsty, I know. Let's just buy 250 iron. Let's buy these stones. They're not that pricey anyway. And then maybe we can sell potatoes soon enough, but they spoil, so we have to be a bit careful with that. That brings me to this. I think we need to start setting this up for the buckwheat and potatoes that we're going to get at some point when the harvest is beginning. We need to start selling it at some point. Now, luckily, we get a lot of people in the houses that we are now building. So we can sell all the food to them. That's fine. These don't have their own gardens. Ah, we have a married family. Yarovit is married to Nastasia. Very cool. That's the guy I was telling us about that might get married at some point. Construction office. Yeah, right now. Ooh, here we have the warehouse for... Oh, this is nice. We'll store iron in here if we have enough. Nails, metal parts, and horseshoe. We can store 2500 iron in here if we want to. We also store 2500 nails. We'll store 500 metal parts and 100 horseshoe, I guess. I guess these are numbers that we can work with, and then we'll tell them that laborers can also fill it up. Yeah, we'll do the farming first. So yeah, they're now sowing or harvesting, and we can see there's quite a bunch of people that can actually help out. Even younger kids can help out as long as they're 16 or older, I believe, or maybe 14, but I don't really know. One of the two. They can help out with the harvest too. We now be getting in a lot of hemp. So yep, I'm gonna wait until most of the harvest is in, then we'll put a few ladies in the weaver, so that at least that can start to work, and hopefully they will just bring it in here. We could definitely use a bunch of extra people coming from the housing that we're building here. I like it. So let's keep going with that. Ooh, look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 honey places. Oh, that's nice. We have a bunch here too. 15. So yeah, we'll be in the honey. I'm going to put some honey in here. I don't think it's actually going to go to waste. So if we get some honey in here too that we buy from the locals, we can start selling it. And oh, we can also do it in here then, because I believe so far honey won't spoil, but I have to check that. So as soon as it's in, we can see. And then maybe we can switch out like the marrow. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out the marrow. We're not gonna buy it anymore. I want it out at some point, and then we'll put the honey in. Let's see, but that should not spoil. As soon as they bring it in, we can see that. And then I'll leave the marrow in for a little bit to be sold, but as soon as all the marrow is gone, we're gonna switch it out for the honey. There's buckwheat incoming, very good. Yeah, the honey isn't spoiling, very good. So we just want all the foods that don't spoil in there. We can now also see that there's quite a bunch of laborers, so I think the farm is done. Oh, almost. So yeah, they are also happy to do different jobs, the men. That's nice. They really spread out the work. I like it that way. This is filled up with a little bit of thatch. Nothing in here, but that comes later on. A new family is settling in town. That's the message you want to get. There's another new family. They're already bringing the goods to the construction site. We have carts here, and they're all in use except one. So that's good. That means that it's helpful to have them there. We almost have one filled up hay barracks. So even though we're still a relatively small town, a lot of our stuff is actually working out right now. And with the extra family, we have extra people available for these jobs. It's only September, so you start about a quarter into August, or maybe a fifth into August with the harvest. And look at how many fields we've already done. This is the last field that really needs to be harvested. All the others are basically already harvested. One problem is we don't have the oil press yet to make the oil workshop, to make the sunflower stuff. So it's time to get that. It also needs his own warehouse then. Now there's a road like this way, so if we build it right here, a bit to the back because I want to decorate this a bit, but here we have the oil workshop. We can build a warehouse. Sometimes I'm struggling to find the stuff next to it, and we can fence that off. Then we'll put the sunflower oil in here, and we can start working on some sunflower oil, which is good for sales. We can make good money on that. But we have to wait until the farm is completely done to see the people being freed up. Now we can already see that there's less demand for people, so they're almost out of the jobs that they have to do. That is a very good thing. The ladies on the farm are processing the foods now, so that works out. Now the village house is done. Don't get a message that a family is married straight off, so usually then they don't. They're just collecting the last stuff from the farm field. There's just one laborer that needs to pick this up, and then we're there. All the ladies are done. Very good. And the men, of course. So now they can do all these different jobs, like get goods from the smithy to the warehouse and things like that. That's also the moment that I want to have 2 ladies in the weaver's workshop. And then after a while, we'll also... Ooh, good family. After a while, we will also put people in the tailor so that we start to make our own clothing. No hemp or flax, I know. But that'll come in soon. See, there it comes. Already the first 120 hemp is incoming because the first lady is working there. Ah, they're bringing in more. Because we have a laborer now. So I think I should just let the laborers do their jobs for a bit. There's quite some stuff that needs... See, there's stuff incoming here now. There's quite some stuff that just needs to be transported to all the different places, like to the granary, so that this is all filled up. And we'll just let them be busy with that. We have the potatoes in here now. We have another house. Yep. Here comes the next. I think... Oh, they're making the construction office now. Well done. They'll allow us to employ a couple of extra men. They're filling the charcoal pit up. Yep, there it goes. That's burning again. They already... No, they did not put anything in here yet. Oh, that will come shortly. Hopefully. Ah, they're really supplying this with hemp. Great job. Did we already get some... Oh, I think that's what we need now. We have hemp, flax, leather and sheepskin. We also now need one for the halfway products. So for like broadcloth and for... where is it? Textile. So that we can put that in somewhere too if we have to store it. These are like the halfway products. Basically, the sheepskin should go to this one too, because that's also a halfway product. It is, you get the sheep hides first, and once you tan them, it turns into sheepskin. Alright, this is good. And they already made the first textile. So let's get one lady in here too, so that she can start to make some clothing if she really wants to. Well, this is nice. Still nothing in there. I don't think we have too many people to spare yet. We have a couple of boys that are going over there. I just think, yeah, we can, if we get a worker in here, she can do everything by hand. And it's close, so that can go pretty fast. So in this case, especially since this is almost all at the max, so they're not doing much, it can be worthwhile having this in, so that she can get the stuff by hand and put it in the warehouse so that things will get done. Otherwise, it might just take very long to get some of the stuff out. Oh, and now she's actually carrying a cart. You saw that? That lady was carrying a cart. Oh, that's interesting. She's already done with working. Oh, she didn't work that long. Alright, let's sell some extra buckwheat. We can't sell potatoes to them. We can sell them some honey. So let's sell them 1,000 honey. I'm not going to sell clothing or anything. I also kind of want to go for some fruits soon, so that we can sell some apples but also have them on the market. I like that. We're not out of marrow yet, so well, this will spoil at some point, of course. Then we're out. But until then, I will try to sell all the marrow that we've bought from the villagers, because then we at least make a bit of money on it. The first pieces of clothing are made, which is just right in time. We're gonna need a lot more. Alright, let's get a few ladies extra in here so these can start to produce big numbers. We have 1,500 hemp, apparently. There's more incoming. So, it's not a crazy amount, and I think they might run out of that before the next harvest comes in, but that's okay. At least we now produce clothing, so we don't have to import that anymore. All we have to import every now and then is warm clothing, but we could also sometimes just import some broadcloth, and that will then, I don't think we have any right now, nope. But that's cheaper, and then our ladies can turn that into warm clothing, and we can sell that as well. Although we also need sheepskin then, I guess. Let me check. For production of warm winter clothes, raw materials are broadcloth and tanned sheepskin. So yeah, we need to buy some sheepskin and a bit of a broadcloth, and then we can just turn that into warm clothing ourselves. I have to check though if that is all cheaper. Whether it's cheaper to buy those two separate and make it yourself, or just buy broadcloth, because that's price-wise a better idea. Don't know that yet. Ah, that's something to find out. That's nice. But hey, this is our town now. We're growing, getting all the industries up that we want. Things are being cleared out here. I think this should now, yeah. See, we now have different amounts of stuff in here, so this can keep producing better now. I like it. That's good. So yeah, we have a few ladies available, but things are also working out. Messenger from Dekachi again. Well, the messengers from Dekachi really want to visit my town and get my charcoal, apparently. Let's also get a bit of iron from them. That might be nice. And that's it for now. Alright, a new family is settling in town. Another nice family joining us. These two got married, so that's okay too. I like that. So we now get a little bit more a mix between people that are getting married and people that are coming in, which is nice. We're up to 900. We're up to 99 people. So the chapel really comes in handy now, because with one more person we'll need it. And luckily we have it already set up. So this is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then of course I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.